Okay, so the song that won for Death Magnetic was The End of the Line, obviously. So that's the song I'm going to be teaching you now. So for this song you're going to need lots of treble in your distortion and not too much bass, about 4 maybe, and of course drop your mids. So the first part is you start on power chord with your first finger on the first fret of the low E string. And then you go to an open E chord. And then twice on the third fret. It's third fret power chord. And then low E string. And then you wait about 2 beats. And the second guitar keeps holding the power chord while the other guitar goes. And by the way, the second guitar has phaser enabled. And that makes it, that's just what they're using. And then the first guitar, slide up with your middle finger to the 13th fret of the E string 3 times, then once on the 12th fret, and then once again, and then 3 times on the 15th, and then back to the 13th once. I'm sorry, 12th. And then hammer on from the 10th fret to the 12th. And then you do that 4 more times, except when you go back into it, you do 2 palm muted low E strings. And after the 4th time, you stop right there. And there's a very brief pause, and then it goes into this. And that is 3 times on that first chord you did, which is your first finger on the first fret of the E string. And normally what you do is you bar the low E chord with your first finger, but right now just slide your pinky and ring finger to do the chord. I'll tell you why in a second. So once on the E chord, and then once again really quickly. And then that time you're going to slide up. That's why you use your ring finger and pinky finger, and you're going to slide up to the 3rd fret of the E string power chord. And then you're going to do 6 palm muted E chords, not just the string. You got to do the whole chord. And then just do that 4 times. And then after the 4th time, you're going to go up here with the power chord with your first finger on the 6th fret of the E string. This is the same rhythm as, so it's go down a half step, and then move up so that your first finger is on the 8th fret of the E string twice, and then back to the first finger on the 6th fret. First finger on the 5th fret. And then go up to the 8th fret, move down a half step, then move up so that your first finger is on the 9th fret, 10th fret, and then you go back to the 7th. That's a short note, and then go to low E string. that for a couple beats, and then you're going to hear the drums go on the cymbals 3 times. Then on the 4th time, you're going to slide from the 12th fret to open. It's going to go. Anyway, if you listen to this song, you'll hear it. And then you go to the open E string, and then you go into the main verse. And this goes. So that's a hammer-on from the open E string to the 5th fret to the 6th fret, and then open, and then do it again. Except this time, don't go back to the low E string. Go to the 5th fret of the A string. Pull off to open A string, and then 7th fret on the A string. Do that 3 times. And then on the 4th time, pull off from the 5th fret of the D string to open, and then 7th fret of the A string. And then 3 more times on the low E string. And then on the last time, you're only going to do that, and then do a bunch of low palm-muted E strings. And then this part is 2 guitars. So the second guitar is going to go low E chord, and then they're going to wait for the first guitar to go. And then they're both going to go, which is a slide from the power chord of the 5th fret of the E string, slide up a half step. And then, so the second guitar is going to go. Then once again, and then only wait for about half a beat before sliding up a whole step from the 5th fret to the 7th fret. And then do that once more. And then everything's quiet. The drums stop. The first guitar and second guitar stops. And then the first guitar goes. And that's it sounds kind of cool without the other parts. So the second guitar is doing the same thing as the first guitar, except they're putting 4 palm-muted low E strings in between each one of these chord slides. And then when you slide up a whole step, you only do 2. Sorry. See, only 2. So all together with both guitars, it sounds like this. And then eventually you get to here, and then go to a low E string. And this is going to be a constant little riff here, so remember this. So there's three palm-muted E strings between each of the chords I'm going to tell you. So that's the 1st fret power chord of the E string, and then 3rd fret of the E string power chord, and then 6th fret of the E string power chord. And then go back to the open E string chord. And then go straight into the verse.